Oh, my goodness.
June.
It's here.
It's here.
Can
And you know what
believe
that
it?
means? Lots of weddings are going to be going on. Well, it's wedding month here on Hallmark, that's for sure. And to celebrate, we have invited the newly engaged couple, Nicky Whelan and Kerry Rhodes, to our home.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so, you know, when you guys first saw each other, you're both so beautiful. It had to have been love at first sight. I mean, like, wow.
Was it? Well, was it?
Was it?
Was it love at first sight?
Was it love at first sight?
Now we've talked about it, yes it was, but we didn't really admit it to each other because we were working together when we first met. Kerry does these hysterical skits and he invited me along to do one through a mutual friend, and so we were trying to be really
Try to be real professional, keep it locked in,
so
not
I was
show
being
too
really
much.
bossy and cool.
Well, what was your initial reaction though when you saw Nicky for the first time?
Well, I was actually filming the scene when she walked up, and I saw her, and I was like, she's good looking. And then, but I kept going. I kept my focus on the scene and got that done.
He
and
ignored me.
He ignored.
So we both played that game.
The game.
It was a little bit game,
But
a little
who
bit.
cracked first, Nicky?
Yeah.
Which one? And don't be shy. You were the first one who went.
He instigated a couple of coffees and dates, and then, do you want to do more skits? And I was like,
Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
So it was sort of like we both kept signing up, but it wasn't until after the engagement that he had found some old footage of shooting one of the skits.
Yeah, in one behind-the-scenes video of an actual shoot we were doing, I was coming in being funny, but I said, "I love you," and I was like, "Oh, that was the first time I said it." And it was a long time ago, but I actually meant it. It was weird. You know what I mean?
used the L word first.
But on camera being silly.
It was on camera being on silly, just a
It was
skit.
behind the scenes, like as of a take that didn't work, and he looks up and his character looks at me and goes, "I love you," and then he's like, and it's all on camera, and we were like, anyway, it was weird.
It was weird, but it was funny.
So all right. So then who did it for the first time for real?
I think he asked me if I did, and I said yes, I did. So it was kind of a mutual thing
So
then.
you knew.
I instigated. I just want her to say it first so I can have a little bragging rights. So I asked her first, and then she said it, and I was like, "Yes, I love you
In
too."
the dining room, I remember. Okay.
Well, that's good. Well, when I saw the news, I was so happy, and then I started following Kerry, and I'm like, oh, and he's a football player, and I'm like, nailed it. I mean, which is so good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, look, a wedding is about a wonderful day, luxurious day, and we know one man who can help set things up for you all. Ken Wingard is here. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Let's go over. Come on over.
What's up, Ken?
Let's see what Ken has in store for our newly engaged couple.
Ken, we need your help.
You got my help. You got a friend, babe. You got a friend. So our theme this week is all about Lux, and so come on. Lux.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you want to keep it restrained, elegant, sophisticated. It's all about taking all your colors, your fabrics, your choices, and keeping them all sort of restrained and elegant and high quality. But you can still add a little pop, a little zazz. And the tricky thing about Lux, or what people don't realize, is Lux doesn't have to mean fuddy-duddy. It can still be modern and fun and young. Right. So in that sort of frame of mind, I wanted to take the sort of classic, like, wedding heel and show a way to use it to make a really fun, modern photo op. So what I got here was shoes. You saw them earlier, and I want to say for those at home who want to think about doing this, I say don't do these on your main wedding shoes, but buy less expensive pair. You can have fun, slip them on for the photo, and then go back to your wedding shoes. Then you can like frame them later and all that.
So it's just for a photo.
Just for a photo, right? So you keep it, you keep it fun. So what you're going to do is take your shoe, and let's talk about the shoes for a second. You want something that's not going to have like a rubber ridge sole. You want something that's going to be smooth and give you plenty of space to actually do the printing on.
And why is that?
Yeah, why?
Because otherwise, if you have the rubber with like the, athletic cleats on the bottom, it's not going to pay very well.
No, it's not.
But seriously, some shoes do have high heels.
So I
have
can't
the
wear
rubber.
cleats.
We can do them on yours for the next. That's next week.
Kerry,
That's
she's
next
carrying,
week.
she's carrying me
next
next.
time.
Yes, absolutely.
They're football cleats with the like.
So no, Kerry, if she shows up with cleats, it means she's running. Okay. So
Not a good idea.
Yeah,
don't sign.
So these have
Good
no
point.
cleats.
Good point, Mark. Thank you.
Okay.
So to start it off, just put some blue tape around there because you don't want to damage the shoe, get anything on there. And I'm just using plain old acrylic paint. I chose hot pink here, but you could really choose any color that's going to go. I know you have a blue thing, so a bright blue would be great. And then all you're going to do is very simply, these have a suede bottom, which takes paint very well, and you're just going to paint it on. You probably want to do 2 coats just to like make sure you get the bright color. And some things with like rubber, you might need to do 3 coats to really get the color.
Could you incorporate the color of the wedding itself, or you want to go?
Yeah.
Right, you could, but you don't have to because it's a photo op. You're not going to be wearing, so it's nice.
You want to bling it.
But let's say if you're having a black and white wedding, maybe you want to do these in red or something that's going to show. You don't have to tie it in.
Okay.
I like the idea of lifting it with the dress and having like a hardcore crazy shoe and then it's all like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right, exactly. So once you
By
get
the
your
way,
painting
knowing you,
done,
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Very subtle
So here you
elegance
go.
and then rocker boots.
Yeah.
now for the lettering, you can go ahead and you could paint these on, but that seemed like a lot of work to me for something that was for a photo op. So I found these, which are actually embroidered letters that peel off. They have a little rubber on the back, and they're actually made to iron on. So what you want to do is take some fabric glue and just use a little paintbrush and just paint the back of it on here.
Are you guys thinking big wedding, small wedding,
Yes.
intimate,
How many
do it
people?
yourself? Where are you in the thought process?
Like intermediate.
Medium size. I'm
What's intermediate to you?
like about 140 people.
Right.
Yeah, about 140.
intermediate.
That's
Yeah, that's
not
intermediate,
normal.
yeah.
We don't even know what's normal.
Did you pick a
really
venue
don't.
yet?
We're in that
We're in the
process.
process.
The backyard is available.
Home and family, can we come back?
There you go.
We're here.
Got it.
Done.
We've already had some Aussies married back here. So
Yeah, exactly. It's
we
kind of a
have
tradition.
Paige's husband.
Once you get your letter on, to add your kind of fun, add some bling. And you've got all sorts of different kinds you can do. You can do simple. You can do the little, they make the ones that already come in the.
Yeah, they're already glued.
They're already glued
on the back
down.
of it.
Right, so it makes it very, very easy. So do what you want. Don't put too much because to keep it in that luxe, you want to keep it, a little sophistiqué.
Yeah.
That's French for sophisticated.
Thank you.
And there you go. So you want to slip them on?
Yes, okay, let me.
So
they
now
just
the
happen to be
truth about
7.5.
how tall I am. By the way, guys, now
that the reality?
Now you can see the reality of what's going on.
You just got
So
bigger.
now-
I got a little bigger.
While you're doing this, let me tell you, you can put those on and be a little stage weight while you're doing that. I'm going to take a photo, and what I want to tell you, if you're going to do something like this, first of all, for your wedding, research a photographer. Make sure you see their body of work. Make sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah, you could call me for his references. I can give them to you. I highly
exactly.
recommend him.
But here's what we want to do in this particular case, and I'm going to have Kara here. I've brought the camera up. I'm going to put you guys in sunlight and backlight you a little bit.
Don't walk on them.
I'm sorry.
Don't. They're not
can't
for
walk on them.
walking.
Of course, but one day I wear a dress.
I know, she wears the short dress. She's like, really, Mark, you're going to have me do this. But here's what I want you to do at home. If you're shooting with your camera, you're going to low aperture because we really want to draw all the attention to the bottom of the shoes, and we want to make sure we'll let the rest sort of fall out because that is our real center of focus. Carrie, can you come on out?
I don't think you realized how heavy I was till this point.
You're
Right here?
teeny tiny. I'm going to bring you into the full into the sun.
Okay.
Can you do this with an iPhone, or you need a real camera?
You could try this with an iPhone and use one of those filters that allows you to do the blur.
Got it.
But I want to see the bottom of the shoe, and we're going to have this. This is going to pump actually right live into. So let me. Okay.
Come on, Mark, this is heavy, Mark.
You got. I got you covered. I got you
This
covered.
is
Hang on.
heavy.
Here we go.
All right, we all get to use the best angle.
You got the best. Here we go. Let me go this way. 1, 2, 3. Good. Did that work? Let's see if we got it. Do we have a picture? Did it come up? There we
works.
go.
Look at that.
Ta-da! Wonderful. Let me try one more. Can we do one more? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.